Vitality. So long-term Vitality right now. They are a very good team. They continue to be a very good team.
Yep.
But it feels like we never talk about Vitality being able to win events. It feels like there's been this drought for a while of like, oh yeah, Vitality is really good. And they go into an event and they perform well. And then they kind of disappear and we kind of just go, oh, well, yeah, I mean, I guess X team is going to beat them or something. But when do we get to the point of Vitality should just win events?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you're pretty much spot on. Like Vitality were a team who could win events. They had a couple changes, and now they just don't seem to. Their big problem, in my eyes, is that Apex isn't actually good enough at the game to do the things he's trying to do. Like Mezzi and Flames shouldn't be like being sacrificed to keep Apex alive, which seems to happen far too often. The amount of times I see Mezzi jump through a smoke with a pistol so that somebody else can rifle, I'm like, have you watched Mezzi play? Like that guy should not be. He shouldn't be doing anything except fragging the fuck out because he's unbelievably good at this game. Like, look at that ace and tell me he should be doing anything other than fragging.
What I find interesting is when Mezzi got onto this team, when we talked and said, hey, Magisk is leaving this team and going to Falcons, who are the players that can replace Magisk? Because what Magisk does is not a standard 1 of 5 person role that you see on a team. He does a lot of stuff and he does a lot of it really, really well.
He's a glue player.
And we said that Twists is one of the players. And we said we could see Mezzi grow into it. It doesn't seem like Mezzi has at all.
But I don't think they're using him as Magisk. They're using him as, like, Dupree. Like, Flames has all the good roles. Like, Flames and Zowu have all the good roles. Well, I suppose. They put Flames in the sort of more star anchorish roles. Like, Anubis A, for example. Like, Mezzi gets left as, like, the guy who runs through smokes, the guy who gets what's left. It's like, what? Watch Mezzi play. He's unbelievable at this game. Why is he being like bottlenecked into this role? It's so infuriating because he's really fucking good. He shouldn't be like. And you watch Apex play, and he's clearly just worse at the game.
I don't. The problem is I don't. Is your answer not yours? Sorry, is the answer right? Remove Apex and bring in another IGL.
It's humble Apex. That's the answer.
But we have talked on this topic for a while of like what happens when you remove your fifth best player and you switch it for another fifth best player. You don't become better.
Usually,
right?
Yeah.
And who would, if you were, you say humble Apex, if you remove Apex and you put in another IGL, who do you even put in? And B, does switching your fifth best player actually help you here? I mean, it just doesn't feel like
switching it so that Mezzi is in roles where he can do something, and Apex is in roles where he can't do as much damage to his own team is just a net benefit. And maybe it's not the difference between them winning events and them coming 8th, like they seem to be doing all the time, but it's probably the difference between them coming 8th and then coming 2nd.
Yeah.
And sometimes 2nd to 1st. The margins are so small. You don't want Apex in these positions. It infuriates me to no end to watch Apex be in better positions than Mezzi. And I'm sure he's going to come out and be like, oh, I disagree that that's the case. It fucking is. I don't care.
Let me be clear here. It's not that I expect Vitality to win every single event. I don't think that in my head that there is a chance that in today's version of Counter-Strike that we see the same way Prime Astralis won every event for a while, or that Grand Slam Liquid won 6-7 events in a row or whatever it was, right? I don't think that we see that again today. I think there are too many teams that are too close and too good to see that.
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like Vitality hasn't won shit since the major.
Because
I don't know if that's true or not. Like, I'm going to be very honest. I don't know if they have or not. But the problem is it doesn't matter if they have or if they haven't. It feels like they haven't won anything.
I mean, it kind of does matter, but I don't think they have won anything. So I think you're fine.
it feels like they were in this like there's this whole discussion of like you did it, but it doesn't actually feel like they did it. Like they won
They
Gamers
won
8, they
Blast
won Fall
Premier World
Final.
Final, yeah, and
Yeah,
Fallen World Final.
that was 6 months ago.
Yeah, they haven't won anything for 6 months, which I mean, fine. Like it does happen. It does happen to very good teams, but if if Zaiwu is as good as people say he is, he shouldn't be like not winning events for 6 months.
Yep, I
The
agree.
same was also true of Simple for what it's worth, and I think maybe in retrospect we were probably a bit too nice to Simple.